That's the end of our trip to Escapade.
We're heading out. Going to RockHound State Park in Deming, New Mexico. We are on the side of the road. We're about 10 miles from Wilcox. And luckily, we got an error. It's now showing 2 PSI, but there was something in the middle of the road, and the tire started leaking, and so we pulled over at like 50 PSI, and now it's kind of draining. There's a nail in the tire, so you can hear the whistle. Unfortunately, it's on the driver's side, so we're having to kind of deal with that.
So we're having a sucky day.
I knew as soon as I saw that thing in the road that it was not a good sign.
So we caught a flat on I-10, and I can't get the lugs broken with the tools that I have accessible.
Yes.
So good news, we're gonna fix that at our next stop. So we're in touch with our insurance and trying to get them out here.
Yeah. 12:12. I really wanted lunch right now.
Yep.
I'm too scared to get in the trailer. These people driving by are really close, and so it's not safe to even grab something out of the trailer. I
Right.
probably need to even get the dogs out of the car in case something happens. We're off the road as far as we can be. There's a lot of trash on the side of the road, and we don't want to pick up another nail. So
Yeah, it seems like maybe this part of the highway has a little bit of a problem. And this is what we're doing now. Except for Lou. Lou's having a good old time right there.
I cannot tell you how scary this is.
He's changing lanes right next to it.
Like, some people move, but most people just stay in their lane. We're at the 1 hour mark. The tire repair guy got a flat on his way to come and fix our flat, so he's running a little bit late. And in the meantime, we're just hanging out and watching traffic. Graze the side of the camper.
Basically.
We were gonna stop for lunch, so we don't have lunch fixed in the car, but we do have a little snack bag that we got out, so that's what we've been doing, is snacking on the snacks from the car and just hanging out with the dogs. So hopefully he won't be too much longer. They called to give us an update, so it sounded like they'll be here in the next 10 minutes or so. So just still waiting. Anything to add?
Nope. So it's Roadside, back one. It's probably
hit something hard, but it's not. It'll impact the system cruiser. This is an impact gun, basically release love.
back on the road, and now we know all the things that we need to buy.
Basically 2 hours, because it was right at noon. It's 2 o'clock, back on the road. We're stopping at about 10 miles for gas, and then we'll be on the rest of the way. And now I really didn't do any work today, so we're still going to try the many. Oh, it's just taken a lot longer than we originally expected. And they did have to, so we did have the video on for a little while. I'm not sure exactly what it caught or didn't catch. So two things, someone did call the state troopers because they saw us sitting out with the dogs in the camper. So the state troopers stopped to check in on us, make sure everything was okay. By that time, the roadside assistants had already arrived, and they were in the middle of in the process of changing the tire. So everything was good. And then whatever we rolled over punctured the whole tire.
Yeah, it was bad enough that there were steel belts sticking in, so
they couldn't repair the tire. They had to put our spare on. So now we have no spare at the moment. So we're trying to figure out exactly where we're going to be is in Deming, New Mexico, which doesn't have a lot of services around it. So we're going to try and figure out how to get a new tire. These guys could get it for us. The problem is we're still 3 hours from where we're going to be tonight, so it didn't really make sense to get it from them.
Okay, and that's a 16 by 6?
Yeah, 16-inch wheel and 6 the bolt pattern.
We called the Discount Tire in Las Cruces in hopes that on our way to Fort Davis we could stop by and have the tire changed. Unfortunately, it just didn't seem to work out because they didn't have the exact tires we needed in stock.
You know, if you want to order them, if we order them today, there's a high possibility that they could be here by Wednesday, if not necessarily like before Wednesday, you know?
Yeah, so here's the problem is like we're literally passing through and you guys would be on our way. So after Wednesday afternoon, we're going to be like 300 miles down the road.
Okay.
We ultimately made it to our destination that day, RockHound State Park. We were just about 2.5 hours behind schedule. While there, we ordered our tires and wheels to be delivered to the Midland Discount Tire to be installed after our stop in Fort Davis, Texas.
We had our blowout a couple of weeks ago, and this is like a week and a half ago. And we ordered new tires and wheels because we're upgrading the size of the tire. We also had to do the wheel. Anyway, we worked a deal on Discount Tire. We ordered everything, and that was like the day after that flat happened. I looked and everything showed delivered. I called over everything. They said everything was great. I got here this morning. They checked me in when they opened this morning, even before I got here, so that they would mount and balance the tires so that they were ready to flip them out. So anyway, I'm here now. They're gonna get going in a few minutes here. This is the Discount Tire, Midland, Texas, and I can't tell you how happy that makes me that that they did everything ahead of time without like someone requiring or requesting it. Old tires are off.
I want to give a special thanks to Jared's Roadside Assistance in Wilcox, Arizona, and Discount Tire in Midland, Texas. You guys rock, and thanks for helping us out when we needed. If you're interested in the wheels and tires we purchased, I'll put that information here now. If you have any questions, please let us know. Feel free to comment, and thanks for watching.